Hey, what's up, and welcome back to the Traveler Toolkit. Today, I want to talk a little bit about international travel essentials. Now, if you've been here for any amount of time, you've probably noticed that most of the gear I review has to do with domestic travel, but there are specific rules, specific things you're going to need if you are traveling abroad, internationally, from whatever your country of origin. So today, I'm going to unbox and share with you what I consider to be two of the most important pieces of international travel gear you can have at your disposal. And before we jump in, I want to thank Mo4Travel for sponsoring today's video. So have I piqued your curiosity enough yet? Well, even if I haven't, I'm going to show you the products anyway. Here we go. Two travel products you need if you're going anywhere internationally, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. We're going to unbox these and take a look at them for the first time together. They're from our video sponsor, Mo4Travel. I'm going to start with this one because I'm a little bit of an electronics nerd. Now, the very first time I traveled internationally, I had some experienced travelers tell me that this was the first thing I needed to get, and I needed to get a good one, a universal travel adapter. This is a 6 chargers in one universal travel adapter. And the reason you need this is because when you get to wherever you're going, more than likely the plugs in the walls are going to be different than the ones at home. So when you go to plug in your phone, your laptop, your iPad, your camera, whatever it is, you're going to need a way to get from your domestic plugs, in my case, they're American plugs, to whatever the country of origins plug looks like, and this adapter will do that. So let's open it up and take a first look at it together. The first thing I see right off the bat is that this comes in a really nice case. Just going to get rid of the box for a minute. Really nice little zipper pouch. And the reason this is important is because you have to protect the plugs and the holes in this adapter from getting broken, getting bent, being jammed up with dirt or debris. So a case is really important, and this is a nice case. It's got kind of a leathery feel, material on top. It's a more like woven fabric on the side, but just really nice to have. A little extra that I don't think most chargers come with. Inside, we've got a little booklet that gives you some guidance on what kind of plugs you'll have here, and of course, the plastic as usual. We'll just set the case over to the side. Now, here's what I find really interesting about this plug. Look at it. It doesn't look like a plug at all, does it? There are no prongs sticking out, which is extremely good for travel because none of them can get bent. None of them can get broken. In fact, I've traveled internationally with a similar product, not as good as this one, and one of my prongs got bent, and thankfully it still worked, but if it was broken, it would have been useless. The way that this works is that all of the prongs are hidden inside the charger itself. So all you do is come to the side here, and you select what country you're in. So if I'm in the UK, I'm going to slide the UK adapter out. Oh my gosh, look at this. And the UK plug emerges on the back side, plugs right into the wall, where the front of the charger actually has kind of a weird looking spaceship kind of deal. I don't know what you call this, but it's an array of holes that represent all the different plugs that this charger accepts. So I can see right there, the 2 prongs and the ground prong in the middle are my American plugs. They would plug right in there. And since I've chosen UK, the UK prongs are sticking out the end. Now you might be asking yourself, do they stay out? Yes, they do. They stay out until you hit this button right here on the side. Hit the button and simply push well, you don't want to push the prongs, I guess. You push the slider on the side, boom, and they're in there. Now you're back to square one. If you want to do the EU plugs, simply take the EU slider, slide them out, boom, there you got EU. Go all the way down to the bottom. We've got USA and Australia. Boom, there's the US and Australian plug coming out the end. So whatever one you want to use, you simply use the slider on the side, kind of protract those prongs out, and then press the button on the side to retract them from the other side. It's a really simple operation, but it's a cool design because it keeps those prongs safe and allows you to go in this nice travel pouch to keep everything going. Now, here on the side as well, you'll notice it's got a USB-C. Really great because a lot of things are charging via USB-C these days. Your phones, your tablets, even cameras are charging USB-C. So you've got one USB-C adapter on the side, and then on the bottom, you have 4 USB USB-A adapters. Now it says 5.6 amps max on each one of these plugs, but it's a 30-watt max on all the USB. You can charge up to 6 devices at once on this. It's really handy and it's robust. Now, one other item that I did read about and I just noticed is that this does mention that it has a spare fuse right here behind this little door. This charger has a fuse inside that if it ever goes bad, you've got a spare fuse right here, so you're good to go. Shouldn't ruin your trip should that ever go bad. And knowing that this will work in over 190 countries, I'd say it's a worthy investment for any international travel you're going to do. Comes with a case, retractable prongs, selectable countries on the side, USB-C, USB-A, 6 devices at once. What's not to like? So a charging adapter is an absolute must in an international travel situation. All right, ready for the second product? Let's do it. The second product is something you're going to need on the way to your trip, and something I actually own a few of, so I'm interested to see how this is different. This is a neck wallet with RFID blocking technology. Now, here's the reason this is important. Because when you're traveling through an airport, you're going to be crammed next to a lot of people, getting on and off an airplane, a subway, a train, transit, in and out of taxis, Ubers, cars. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be rubbing against a lot of people. And it's a good opportunity for someone to stick their hand in your pocket and take whatever you're carrying that's very important to your trip away from you. So the reason this is so important is because you can take the wallet, you can put it around your neck, you can tuck it inside your shirt, and you can protect all your important pieces of paper, your tickets, your passports, your IDs, some cash, whatever it is, your cards. And because this is RFID blocking, it'll make sure that no one can go around with an RFID scanner and replicate your card or something, electronically over the airwaves. I have no idea how that works, but I do know it's a concern, and this is going to stop that. So knowing the purpose and the reason for this, I can tell you that on several of my international trips, I traveled with a neck wallet like this. It's an absolute essential part of your international travel experience. So let's take a look at this and see what this one's like. It's always so satisfying to tear those off. All right, here we go. Now, the first thing I notice compared to the other neck wallets that I have is that this is a little thicker. It feels like it's got some padding on there. I also read that you can fit a 6 or a 6.8 inch Kindle in this, which is pretty interesting and handy if you're going to be reading on the plane. You could stick a Kindle in here along with your passport and your ticket, but it's nice and padded. It's got this kind of open mesh pocket on the back. A little less secure than the others. There's no zipper. It's just an open top here, but that's nice. It's got 6 pockets in total. We've got one here, and then I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 little zipper pulls. And you should note that these zipper pulls have what I would call like a lining around them, making them a little more secure. I think that makes it a little bit higher quality of a zipper. This zipper goes all the way around. So once you open up the top, the main compartment in this bag, you'll see that it's got kind of another mesh pocket inside, and they boast that you can fit 5 passports inside here. Now, I don't have 5, I have 4. We're going to test this out and see how it looks. Passports. Stick them inside. Oh my gosh, there's so much room. There it is with 5 passports inside. So if I'm dad mode, walking around with all of the passports for all of my family members, I've got enough room for all the passports, for some cash, for my own wallet. I could see this being where you would put your own wallet on the side. It's kind of a slim pocket on front. And again, 4 passports in the front, still got room here in the back. Still got room in the front pocket here. We've got another zipper pocket on the right side, even bigger. These two kind of overlap each other there. So 2 in the front, 1 main, 1 in the back, and then we've got, a Velcro pocket up front. This, again, a little less secure, but a little Velcro pocket, and then kind of it's got a little magnet. This top one has a little magnet, so if you need quick access to something, you know what, that would be really great for your ID as you're going through security. You could drop your ID in there just temporarily. Easy access because it's a magnet. You can get right in there. Don't you just love that, like, satisfying sound of a magnet going back together? Listen. Ooh, it's good. I like it. So the pockets are kind of versatile. There's Velcro, there's magnets, there's zippers. And again, I like these pulls with the kind of rubber ends to them. They've got protection around the zipper to keep it from snagging. Really, it's not like a junky zipper that's going to get snagged and tugged. And really, the build on this, the build quality is really high. It's got a lot of padding in there. I could see being comfortable putting a Kindle in this if you were so inclined and didn't have 5 passports to carry around. Oh my gosh, I just realized that that zipper opens all the way up, and I'm just stupid. I just didn't open it all the way up there. So the inside of the main compartment goes all the way, zipper all the way down to each side on the main pocket. But yes, there's some just really nice lining on the inside. And I also saw that this is ripstop fabric, which I believe means it's a little more durable if maybe a knife or something were to come across it, or maybe there was a tear or a snag, it wouldn't rip. The lanyard is adjustable, so you can kind of adjust this around your neck as you want. It's got a little button on here and you can kind of adjust it as necessary. Really nice because you want to kind of center it on your body when it's around you. You don't want it dangling around your waist and exposed. If you're putting it under a shirt or something, you want to keep it right on your person, so you always know where it is and always have control. So high quality lanyard as well. It's kind of double stitched in the back. I don't know if you can see that. It's double stitched in here, and it's like a flat shoelace. That's what it reminds me of. It's a flat shoelace. So I think overall, for what this is a high quality neck wallet, and it's gonna make sure that your important assets are secure, which is the most important part about international travel. Oh, I almost forgot a really important part that should have been at the top of my list. This comes with a lifetime replacement warranty. Very cool. Not something you see everybody in this industry doing, but something that I think is really important as you're looking to buy a product that you can use over and over on your international trips and get a lot of great use out of. So that's it. These are my 2 essential travel products for international travel. You've got a neck wallet to protect all of your important papers, money, etc., RFID blocking, and a universal charging adapter. You're going to need power when you get there. I'm leaving links to these products in the description below. Go check those out. Thanks again to Mo4travel for sponsoring this video and for sending these products so we could take a look and I could tell this story about what's important in international travel. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, be sure to help me out and subscribe to the channel. That really helps us in the algorithms. And right here is a video handpicked for you that I think you'd really like.